the stumbling blocks really, really, really strong.
Okay. So if let's say it's a joint petition, okay, it's a joint petition. Just now we talk about single petition. It's gonna take
Correct.
about 1 year to 2 years, depending on the situation as well.
Correct.
But if joint petition, how long does this whole entire process takes?
Factoring COVID, maximum 4 months.
If no COVID, 2 months. That is what my friends say. Just sign a paper, you can walk out of the marriage easier than getting married.
No, but I agree, sign paper, but there is always going to be that last thing. You just need to go to court before COVID. You go to court, stand there, give your IC and say, saya setuju, done.
Just one word, saya setuju. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
There is no.
And of course, you have to dress appropriately.
Yeah. I know you can't wear t-shirt and go to court.
I say this because there was one specific client that I said dress appropriately, give all this SOPs to dress, then came to court with this really short skirt, and then I said,
Guy or girl?
girl. Well, if it's a guy, then but it's a girl. So we told everyone, and then it's just this person, the wife just didn't listen, and then she was actually denied entry into court until we had to tell the judge, tell the guards that look, it's okay. We just give a little leeway, shawl and some clothes on, then granted. Yes, we told her not to wear something short, but then apparently not, didn't listen.
You mean court cannot wear skirt, or is really really short, like a micro skirt or?
Well, ultimately, court be like the government. It's in a way, it's in a way, it's a government. So you need to dress appropriately.
Right.
This person wore a skirt that is way above the knee lah.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. I have lots of imagination already.
That's
Not you.
Everyone's imagination.
Not
Yes,
Alfred.
it's way above the knee.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So, yeah, how do you, as a lawyer, deal with all this drama involved? Right, in the divorce, most of the time, clients are either sad or frustrated or angry or probably take it out on you. Is it possible to get a divorce and remain as friends? Okay, not asking them to get married again, but do they actually walk out from your office happily? Is it possible?
It is possible. It is definitely possible. Just not too common lah. Because the moment the lawyer steps in the picture, then if it's not a joint petition, especially, then each party would say, talk to my lawyer, and it escalates completely terribly.
Isn't that is the standard phrase? I thought all the lawyer would advise their client, ask them to talk to me. Don't communicate with them directly. I thought that was what the advice from the lawyer. The lawyer will ask them, hey, don't talk to your husband or wife. Ask them to talk to me directly. Isn't it supposed to be the way?
When it comes to family matters, I think I speak for a substantial number of those practicing family, we always try to encourage communication and reconciliation between the clients. So we always say, look, we really don't want to get involved. Try and talk, but because of the nature of things, therefore clients would say, no, I don't care lah. I don't, let's I don't want to talk to you anymore. Screw you lah. other lah. But we try to promote as much as possible reconciliation. If not even reconciliation, at some point, plans of a harmonious family relationship between husband and wife, especially when it comes to children.
Yes, yes. It's
I also, Vicky, just to answer your question, yes. When it comes to family lawyers, the calls in terms from clients is way beyond business hours. It would be anything from 10 to 3 a.m. in the morning, because they would feel they would seek some form of validation or some comfort, and the lawyers are no longer lawyers. They become psychiatrists, psychologists, a friend, someone to give an ear to listen to.
Yeah. I think I do realize that as well. Although Alfred is not doing divorce cases, but I think lawyers sometimes can become good friends of clients as well. Especially, the person who helped them through. I do feel that way as well. Sometimes I find that Alfred has got some certain amount of sympathies and towards the clients. And yeah, sometimes you need to talk to clients for wee hours, like 2 3 o'clock, regardless of whether it's a family law, divorce cases, or even some other cases as well. I do understand that. Okay, coming from
I
a
think you,
lawyer's wife.
I think, correct. I think you found a keeper, a very, very good keeper as a husband.
Sorry, I have a good keeper for husband. Well, I take that as compliment.
Yeah, he's absolutely awesome.
Okay, so what are the legal costs? What are the legal costs and
Okay.
damages that going to incur to both parties?
Um, when it comes, which I really cannot disclose, okay? But of course, there's a market rate, and there are certain people out there who would say that the market rate doesn't apply and they would undercut it. When it comes to a single petition, again, there's a huge range of the legal fees imposed. So, Vicky, I know what you're asking, because you would like for the listeners to know that, hey, if I want it, I cannot give an answer on the public setting, but it really depends on the lawyers.
Do you have a range? Varies from how many?
If I can give a range from a single petition, from what I hear, it's about 1,000 to 6,000.
Single petition,
Legal fees.
6,000. Okay. So joint petition.
No, joint petition.
Joint petition.
Anyway,
So
between
single
1 to
petition.
6, from what I hear.
Okay.
Really, really, really dependent on the
Lawyer.
facts.
Yes.
Well, lawyer and facts, because say for example, if I'll give you an illustration. Husband wants to sue the wife because of adultery, right? Now the husband is going to say, hey, then the husband comes to the lawyer, hey, I want to sue my wife because I want to divorce my wife, and I know who this person is for causing the breakdown in marriage. He ruined everything. Then the lawyers will say, okay, husband, and you, what evidence do you have? Nothing. Then you're like, so how are you going to prove your claim for adultery? Then you have to ask that for everything. What's
Picture.
emails, get someone to tail them, get someone to take pictures of this thing. So if the more complicated it is, obviously the fees increase.
this feels like, those TV dramas and whatever dramas, the Suits, whatever dramas that we've been watching, it is exactly the same in the drama. So someone is gonna, a detective, they're gonna hire a detective to go and take a few pictures. Oh, this is so drama. Okay, right. So what about single petition? What about single petition? How much does it cost? The range?
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't really give a range because it really depends on
Oh,
facts.
okay. So it depends on how famous is the
It's
lawyer, yeah,
uh,
and how much work
well,
they need to do. How much work they need to do. Okay, I sort of think the rest of them understand. So yeah, okay, all right. So these are the damages, guys. If you're looking at divorce, it is not easy because you're gonna give